Alycats and viewers. So today I'm reviewing The Lyre Thief by Jennifer Fallon. I have to say thank you to Tor Books for sending this to me in exchange for an honest review. I really wanted to love this book. Trust me, I wanted to love this book, but I didn't have a connection with it. I'm sorry. The story is about this princess named Rakaya of Fardonia. Rakaya's mother goes to her husband, the king's assistant, Ravine Naviv, wants Ravine to quickly arrange a marriage for her daughter to a much older man in a different kingdom so she can escape her father, the king's wrath. Now, her father's old and ailing, and he has tons of kids because he has his whole harem, but there's one son named Alaric, and Alaric's 12, and they know when Alaric takes the throne, he's going to kill the whole harem. So Rakaya's mother wants Rakaya out of the kingdom. But the thing is, Rakaya's not exactly a princess, and that's another major issue. They know as soon as Rakaya is found out to not be a princess, the king will have her murdered. Hatch up this plot to send Rakaya off to marry a king, but really what they're doing is switching her and her half-sister Sharasi, who also happens to be her handmaiden, and Sharasi is going to pretend to be Rakaya and marry the king while Rakaya lives a life as a civilian. It's a little confusing, I know. I really did enjoy Rakaya and Sharasi's story, but this book has at least 6 different viewpoints, and I couldn't connect with the other characters. I just couldn't. And it took me out of the story having to switch between these viewpoints all the time. It's just, as soon as I started to feel connected to a certain character, it would switch to someone else's viewpoint, and I lost that connection. And the thing is, this is supposed to be a fantasy novel, but it's very, very heavy into the romance. It's not necessarily... It's not fantastical enough for me, I guess. I mean, there are gods, which this story also revolves around how gods have had a lyre from their totem stolen, and all the music in the world has stopped. But it feels kind of shoehorned in, to be honest. I don't really know why I didn't connect with this book. It just felt like there was too much going on. And I wish it had a tighter, more cohesive story, just because it bounced around so much and there were so many different elements thrown in. I just couldn't connect with the story. I couldn't latch on to one certain thing and develop a love for this book. And as a result, it took me about a week to finish this just because I just couldn't get into it. It's nothing to do with how the book was written. The book flows really well. It's just I didn't have an interest in reading it. And I feel so bad because it sounded like such a good book and it started off so strong. But I just couldn't get into this. I know a lot of people do love this book. It currently has a 4.3 rating on Goodreads. But I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people compare this to Game of Thrones, and I think that hurts this. But it does have a similar style. It's nothing near as good as Game of Thrones. I think it could have benefited from fewer viewpoints and from a tighter story. So I do give this about 3 out of 5 stars. If you like fantasy and you think it sounds interesting, definitely give it a shot. Just know there's a lot of elements in this, and there are a lot of viewpoints, and it's going to be really hard to connect to one certain character. That was my review of The Lyre Thief by Jennifer Fallon. Again, thank you Tor Books for sending this to me in exchange for an honest review. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you're going to read The Lyre Thief and what you thought about it if you've already read it. Share me if you want to. Don't forget to subscribe for more geeky goodness. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and kisses. Bye.